Here on The Colour of Country Life, we're speaking with Joe Keynes from Livestock SA. How are you, Joe?
I'm very well, thank you.
Now, you've had a bit of outstanding business finally taken care of in terms of filling the CEO role. You've had someone acting, and now you've got a big scalp.
Yeah, no, we're very pleased to have attracted the calibre of Travis Tobin. He's our first full-time CEO. We used to share a CEO with the South Australian Dairy Association, so to be able to attract a person of his background and strength in other jurisdictions has been really fantastic. We're really pleased to have him on board.
Yeah, it's good to get that sorted going into there's a state election in about 17 days' time. You've got some hot topics, and he'll be useful on that lobbying space, I imagine, with his experience where he's worked with the Cattle Council before. Yes,
he was working, he came from Cattle Council Australia, so he was based in Canberra in that position, and then came from, before that he was on the Queensland Farmers Federation, so he's had a really strong advocacy and policy background, and that's certainly... as you say, as we lead into the election, and probably post-election is the time when we know the colour of the government, we can actually work very closely with the incoming government and influence their policies going forward.
Yeah, I noticed amongst his experience in agripolitics, he grew up on a farm in Western New South Wales. He'd know very well the value of the dog fence.
Yes, I haven't spoken to him about that, but I guess he would, yes. That's correct. And so given that we're investing quite a bit of time and effort and money into repairing and replacing the dog fence over the time, yes, his input will be useful.
Yes, I noticed there's been a significant, investment under the state government into the dog fence, federal funding as well, I believe. But the flooding damage that's happened recently sort of signalled that maybe some more work that wasn't anticipated is going to need to be done.
We're really actually the report I've had from the floods and the damage to the dog fence is there is extensive damage. There's no doubt. What we're really pleased to have reports on is that most of the damage has been done on old parts of the dog fence that were up for replacement. The fences that we've actually already replaced or have been replaced have actually held up very well. So we're really pleased that the new dog fence is standing up to the conditions. And yes, and you're right, we've diverted our time and effort, or the dog fence board are devoting their time and effort into repairing those breaches from the old fence through the floods.
Yeah, and all right, well, good to catch you briefly, Joe, about your new CEO appointment. And just briefly, who did you have acting in that role as well up until now?
We had Libby Tedstone was our acting CEO. She's our blueprint manager, so she works on enacting our two blueprints, the cattle blueprint and the sheep blueprint, the strategic plans, make sure that they kept rolling along and meeting the targets that we've got within those blueprints. So Libby's been acting in that role, but she'll go back to managing of the blueprints. And but we've been very fortunate to have her just keeping things ticking along while we went through the interview process, and now we're ready to. I think having Travis on board will really ensure that we're a really good, vital organisation acting on behalf of our members.
Thanks again, Joe. Much appreciated. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.